So in organisational life, we sort of look about freedom and responsibility. So the idea is that I make a choice to join an organisation, and obviously that's a free choice, and I'm offered a picture of that organisation. This is what we stand for, this is our vision, this is our values, and I make a decision to join. And as soon as I make a decision to join, I actually say I'm going to play by the rules. It's like we all drove or public transport, and there are rules about how to be on the road or on the public transport. So we have the freedom, but we also take responsibility for that, because working as a group means that we have to work together. So we actually give up some of our freedom as soon as we join at that organisation. But the best organisations give you as much freedom as possible to do your job the way you want to do it. They don't tell you how to do it. They say, this is what I need, the aim, and then they let you do it. So the more conscious organisations give you more and more freedom. We compare it to 50 years ago, organisational life is radically different today than it was, because people are given freedom all the time. They don't call it that, but what they do is they know that you're more engaged if you can work out how to do it the best way you can do it. Okay? And so that directive and hierarchical system is shifting as people understand that to get the best outcome we need to be motivated and engaged, and we need to bring our discretionary self to work. So rather than parking the brain or the soul at the door, we're actually inviting all of you to come to work. Okay, and that's sort of the contrast. And so freedom and responsibility, and then in the rights life, which is the rights order, which you can think about as structure, organisational structure on rights, and then rights life in terms of culture, how the organisation is. We look at equality and commitment, and they're incredibly challenging concepts. So like Ian mentioned with Dick Dusseldorf, he gave everyone the same amount of bonus. So we had a concept of equality deep inside himself. Of course, Dick probably got paid more money than anyone else as the CEO, okay, so let's not pretend, but he said that everyone's effort is equal to share the profit, the 5%, which is a gesture of equality. Probably not as far as we'd like it, but it's a long way away from where most are today.
Profound at the time.
Profound at the time, absolutely, and still profound today. So the idea here is that in the rights life we're trying to create a thou, which is being able to see the other person. Okay, so very much a Christ sort of concept of what would it be like to be you? And I need to stop and be interested, deeply interested in how you are for me to be able to do that. So the last bit is in this economy life. And so we think about, the French and the fraternity here. So we talk about collaboration in the economy life, and that's about performance and needs in creating the we. And so in some ways, Ian's project is about creating the we, which is why it's called From Me to We. So that's the idea. And what that looks like as a construct is that the organisation has an outward skin, there are departments or functions within it, and then each individual person. And we can break that up into that threefold picture whereby we've got the cultural life sitting up here, inspired by the spirit in terms of a vision, better off if it's a group vision rather than a one-person vision. Down here in the economy life, we've got an idea of doing something in the market. These are the activities we do, and if the marketplace wants it, we're successful. If we deliver a level of performance and it's needed, we grow.